Hi, my name is Victoria Fisher. I'm Senior Clinician here at the Well of Life Center, and I want to talk to you today about acid versus alkaline balance in the body. Those are two words that are used to determine and identify pH levels within the body. Now, as human beings, our pH in our bloodstream should be very tightly controlled. Optimally, our pH should be about 7.35 to 7.45 in our bloodstream. Now, we can't really test that and look at that on a regular basis. That's something that you actually have to do in a hospital setting. But what we can do is see what's going on through your digestive system and your kidney function, two main components that help to regulate overall pH in the body. And we can monitor that with pH testing. So you can monitor your saliva, which impacts more of the digestive system, and you can monitor your urine pH, and that shows how the kidneys are helping to regulate as well in terms of pH. Now, with that being said, acid and alkaline are two very different things. If something is considered acidic, it has a pH of less than 7. If something's considered alkaline, it has a pH of greater than 7. Absolute neutral is 7 itself. But our diet actually has a huge impact on whether or not we stay within that optimal range for our bloodstream and for our body. So some things to keep in mind is that pH outside of the body can be very different from pH inside the body once your body has metabolized it and digested it and broken it down. So there are certain foods that are acid forming or acid ash, and there are certain foods that are alkaline forming or alkaline ash. Now, some of those foods might seem a little bit opposite to you because, like I said, what's different? It's different from being outside the body versus inside the body. For instance, foods or liquids such as vinegar and citrus fruits are actually alkaline ash when they're inside the body. Now, if you were to measure the pH of an orange or a lemon or vinegar outside the body, it would be pretty acidic. But once the body takes it in and you metabolize it and break it down, the mineral ash that's left over actually creates an alkaline state in the body. So those are alkalinizing foods, which are something that we should incorporate into our system. Something that you might not realize is that protein, for instance, is actually acid forming. So when you eat chicken or beef or eggs and your body breaks down those amino acids and you have that mineral ash that's left over, it's actually acid forming minerals. So it lowers your pH. So what we need to do is balance our diet so that way we get plenty of alkaline forming foods, because remember, our blood pH is very slightly alkaline at about 7.35 to 7.45. So we want more alkaline forming foods than acid forming foods. So that's something that we want to keep in mind in our day-to-day diet. Generally, a good rule of thumb is to choose about 80% of your foods, choose them to be alkaline forming. The remaining 20% of your foods should be a little bit acid forming. So that's where a lot of our protein component comes in. So we want to make sure that we're balancing that out, that we're really promoting a proper pH in our system, because proper pH allows our body to function optimally. If our pH is too acidic or too alkaline, we really do suffer. There's a lot of detrimental effects that can happen with that. And if you want an idea of that, you can actually check out a blog on our website that I did on the actual acid-base balance of our foods and of our diet. So that's something I definitely encourage you to check out, and also to keep in mind that we need to be aware of how our body's regulating our pH and what our foods are doing to our digestive pH and our kidney pH. So if you have questions about that or you want more resources, feel free to talk to your clinician, and we can assist you in ways to help to regulate that pH so that way you have optimal health and vitality.